Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry. Today we're going to be working out of the Make It From Your Heart Volume 3, I believe. Yes, Volume 3. And I'm going to be working with some photos of Kayla, a little bit of her artwork, and just random shots of her doing homework around the house. Some of it is painting, some of it is sculpture, which she absolutely did not like that class. It was like pulling teeth to get her to do the work. Some of it is homework, and some of it is just her and her dog. So I found a layout that will showcase a little bit of all of that. The first thing we're going to do is a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. I'm going to move both of my base pieces over. I just have a splotch stamp. Just a random splotch stamp. I'm gonna do these one at a time just to give myself some room. And I'm just gonna put random splotches. Some of this might get covered up, some of it might not get covered up. I'm working on a background that gives just a little bit, so some of it might have a really good image, some of it might not. But it's not supposed to be perfect. I thought about just using spray mist, but I didn't want to wait for it to dry. I'm kind of going nuts over here. Just put splotches wherever you feel like there needs to be a splotch. I don't know what the image is going to be at the moment. I'm just putting stuff down. Next. This is random stamping at its best. I don't know where the center is going to be. I don't know what's going to be peeking out where. I'm not even caring if I'm getting a full image. I'm just plopping ink on the paper. I even thought about doing the flicking method, where you just overload your paintbrush and just flick it, but I'm a little too close to the wall to make that comfortable for me. I don't want to flick paint on my wall. My stamp is an investment, so I want to take care of it. I have stamps in my collection that are 15 years old, 14 years old. So I'm using Sorbet as my base page. And what I have done is I cut the white 1/4 of an inch smaller than the base page. Eyeballs. Okay, I'll set you aside real fast. 1, 2. Let's go over there. That goes over there. This comes over here. And this comes over here. And I'm not sure where I'm going to put the journaling yet, so I'm going to hold the journaling aside. just random papers that I just picked out of my bucket. I don't know if they go together. They look nice. They made me happy. Now here's what I need to know. Do I use I think I want the black. We'll do the black. Because the edge is exposed, I want to make sure my edge is straight. And while I'm in measure mode, I'll go ahead and do the other side. And then I can just put this away. Jeez, that took forever. See if I can get this side down. Now we need to put this on. I think I'm going to use a bit of score tape. It needs to be on this side. Now we have this. I'm going to trim it just a little bit to make it fit. And this one. They need to be trimmed a quarter. Because I trimmed down the white sheet. I'm going to put a little bit of score tape on this top edge because it's going to be sitting on the shimmer trim. I'm going to be putting score tape on the bottom because it's going to be sitting on the shimmer trim. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. We're not done making it pretty, but I'm going to work on the other side. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to put my magnet down because I need to line up this part right here. And the best way to do that, because I have a magnetic table, is to just put down a magnet. Just like that. Oh, first comes the shimmer trim. I'm just putting it right along the edge. I know I need to trim that side, but I will do that in just a moment because I'm sure I'll need to trim the other side. I'll tell you, I am enjoying scrapbooking now that I have mixed up all of my pattern papers. One of my goals this year, in addition to buying paper, because we love paper. If we didn't love paper, we wouldn't be in this hobby. But one of my goals is to try and use up what I also have. So like I said in a previous video a couple of weeks ago, I took all of my pattern paper out of their little baggies. This is stuck on my finger. Out of their little baggies, and I stuck them in a rolling cart, all mixed up. Nobody's next to their best friend anymore. So now, when I need to find papers for my scrapbooking, I just flip through the papers and go, would this look good? How about this? Okay, what would look good with this? And I don't pay attention to, oh, well, this was in this, Swan Lake paper pack, or this was in Beautiful Friends, or this was in Scaredy Cat, or I just, whatever papers suit me at the time. And they could match, and they could go together, or not. I don't care. I'm just going by what makes me happy at the time. And my goal is to try and use the paper that I have. And I know I'd be kidding myself and say, don't buy any more paper till you've used what you've got, but yeah, that's not going to happen, and we know that's not going to happen. So 1, 2, 3. Now my question is, do I leave this blank, which I think I might, or do I add a card there? I think that would be too wordy. I've got it in black and white. I think that'd be too wordy. Yep. So I'm going to leave that alone like that. I'm going to set these aside so they don't get messed up. And I'm going to go ahead and put these in. Here we go. Okay, before I do any pretties, I need to figure out where my journaling is going to go. And I purposely didn't pick a spot. I can trim it down some, that's not a problem. I'm thinking like right there. I think I'm going to back it on some white. And maybe some sorbet. Or smoothie. This is smoothie. So I just went and dug in my scraps bucket for some scrap paper. I'm going to trim down my journaling a bit. Okay. You guys know I love using the stapler to hold on my journaling. I'm going to wait till I trim that out to do the other side. Okay, so I've got that. Slightly crooked, but oh well. It will be fine. It's just paper. Nobody's going to die if it's slightly crooked. Okay, so I'm going to, I think I'm going to put this right there. Now I have all of this bits and pieces and bobs that I want to incorporate. I think that would work. Okay, we're going to very gently scoot some stuff over. Put some score tape or put some foam tape on the back of this. Bring it up a bit. Liquid glass is going to come to the rescue. Just hold it down for a moment. It does not take much to make a statement or to make a little cluster. So there's one, and I'm going to scoop this up a bit. Just putting the finest of lines, which is why I love this tip. Not on the finger. Just let the layout talk to you. It'll tell you what it wants. It'll tell you what looks good, what doesn't look good, and it'll feel right to you when you've got it. if it doesn't feel right and you're struggling with the layout, it's okay to set it aside and let your brain think on it a bit. There's nothing saying that you have to do every layout as a 15-minute layout. Okay, I'm going to let this side go over for a moment. I like that. Now I gotta figure out. Now I need to figure out how to make these stay down. I haven't figured that part out. These little flares are just clear, flat-ish buttons that I bought off of Amazon. I've tried to find the link. I can't find it. I either got them off Amazon or eBay. I can't find the link. But they came in a pack of like 100. And they're sticky back clear. And I just went through all of my embellishments and papers and put the embellishments and papers together where I thought they would look good. So I've got a whole little 5x7 iris case of flare that I made just watching a movie one night. And I think if I do it again, because I used random papers and random everything, but I think if I do it again, I'll stick with neutrals. Go with more layouts than flowers and stuff like that I did before. I'll eventually use all the flare, but I think next time I do it, I'll just stick with neutral little badges like that one, because I'm finding I use the neutrals more often. Alright, while that dries for a second, I want to show you the other part of what I did. So I've got the two layouts like this, ignore the bottle. But there were more photographs that I wanted to use, other than just these couple of photographs. So what I did is I took a 2x2 coin collectors, page protectors, and I just made the pictures into a bunch of 2x2s, and then I took coordinating papers and filled in where I didn't have photographs. So this made a 5 layout into a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 photo layout. So when it's in the album, it'll be like that. And then you just turn the page. Thank you so much for joining me today. I know that there are many things that you could be doing with your day, but I am so thankful that you chose to spend a few minutes of it with me. Until next time, bye-bye.